Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik with Figure It Out Productions. The following video is part of our Quick Shoot series.
Hey guys, so recently I took a trip up to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I like to get up to Canada once a year, and you guys might remember in the past I made a video very similar to this one where I went up to a store in Milton, Ontario called Toyratt, and I went again because every time I'm up there is no reason not to go to this store. It is, I don't know, it probably is the best video game store I actually know, which is, you know, really kind of says something. So every time I'm up there, I go and I check it out. If you haven't seen my first video about that place, go check it out, or you could stay tuned because we're going to do a whole tour of his store that I shot while I was up there. And this guy is so awesome that he remembered me from last time. As soon as I went into the place, he knew I was coming. I told him, hey, I'm coming back up, but I didn't think he would remember me. And as soon as I walk in, he goes, oh, hey, it's Adam, okay. And he hands me a gift. This, to all of my Dreamcast fanatics, all of you guys, you're all awesome, and I'm sorry that I have not gotten a whole lot of Dreamcast video stuff out. I do apologize for that. Most of you, I thank you for your patience. A couple of you, not so much. But thank you to most of you. And I promise you right here and now, this will be my next video. What he gave me here, and you'll see me stumble across it in the video when he hands it to me, is the Dreamcast Check GD. It's software, manual, and this cable. I will do an entire video all about this, but all I'll tell you for now is this is a piece of Dreamcast development hardware I did not know existed. I did not have it, and you guys have seen I have a lot of that stuff, and I didn't know about this. And he gave this to me absolutely for free because he's an awesome guy. And he even paid my toll. When you go up and you cross via car to go from Michigan over to Ontario, or I guess New York and Ontario, depending on however you do it, you have to pay a border fee. And it's usually like $3.50. And I was trying to split some money to be able to do that with him, and he just gave me the money. He's like, no, here, just take the money. I paid your fee. that was just awesome of him. I picked up some items. He gave me a really good deal on some stuff. You'll have to watch the next episode of Playload to see what he gave me, though. Although you will get a quick glimpse of it in this video. So stay tuned. And I want to say, if you're up there, if you're anywhere up near Toronto, if you're in that area, or if you live in Michigan or New York and you're up for a little bit of a drive, I did it. I live in Chicago. You know, I drove up there. It's about an 8-hour drive. I don't care. I did it again. I will do it again. I've done it many times. I love it up there. If you're up there, go check out his store. It's called Toyratt, and it's in Milton, Ontario. Without further ado, please enjoy the tour.
A Happy New Year. Santa brought somebody down here.
Hey.
The Adam Koralik Foundation. The Toyratt is donating something to the Koralik Foundation. You're preserving SEGA.
Everything Dreamcast I can get my hands on that I don't already have.
So what is the Toyratt donating to you today?
The Toyratt is donating a Dreamcast Check GD. This is a piece of Dreamcast development hardware I actually don't have, guys.
History.
Yeah.
History in the making to the Koralik Foundation. All the way from Chicago, it's going to be preserved.
I really appreciate it. You guys have seen this Dreamcast hardware stuff I've got, and somehow he ended up with one that I don't have.
With the original fax papers.
That's impressive.
The original fax papers from 1999, and I'm going to donate it to you, Mr. Koralik.
Thank you very much.
For all the gracious promotion on his video, Figure It Out Productions.
Yes.
On YouTube. Subscribe today.
Yeah,
so
check out his channel as well. You can see his whole store, which we're about to go over.
So are you ready, Mr. Koralik?
I'll just let you lead the way.
So we got the Koralik, and we're going to take him into where the madness, the mayhem, right, Mrs. Koralik?
Yes.
And he brought his lovely wife. They eloped together.
Yes.
As you see, you were here when this deal was brokered. As you see, right? Am I correct?
Yep.
Look at this.
You got all this stuff in today, guys.
Right in the flesh. Look at this. PSP goes. So we're going to talk about, we'll do a tour. What I sell. We'll bring the Koraliks, Mr. and Mrs. Koralik here. The only place in North America that still dedicates 3/4 of a wall to
classic Atari and ColecoVision. It's fantastic, guys.
Look at this. Loose, boxed. We got Pong machines. We got Vic. Vic 20s. We got Odyssey Pongs.
It's a version of Atari 2600. I've never even seen this version.
The Sears Video Arcade.
Yeah. It looks exactly like a 7800.
Look at that.
Yep. And of course, 7800.
Oh, she's stuck on the wall. She does not want to leave. There we go.
Oh, she's out. Look at that. Same shell and 2600. That's a 2600.
That's
right?
a 2600.
So So it doesn't
Sears Roebuck. This I think came from Chicago.
Yep, Sears is based there.
So
Sears
this
Tower.
is all the way from Sears Roebuck. And there's our North American 7800.
Great system. Very underrated.
Another super gun. Look at this. This came from Indiana. A collection I hammered. I went to Indiana.
You went to Indiana?
I went to Indiana.
You didn't visit me in Chicago.
Look at that. I feel this. I did. I went and got that Czech Dreamcast.
Oh, right. Thank you. What is this?
It plays all your arcade home game ports.
That's awesome. And it has like a Genesis controller.
So we come here, Mrs. Koralik. As you see, we preserve. We've got the Leisure Vision, ColecoVision, Intellivision, 2600, 5200, Atari XE,
Odyssey.
O2, Odyssey O2. We come to the Master System, fully stocked every day. We come right over here to what brought Adam Koralik here.
NES galore.
NES godness, I would say.
Yeah, that's an impressive thing to own.
The Micro Genius.
It's a top-loading NES.
Out of a sweatshop and all the way in Korea. That's where it came from. Seoul, Korea.
Yeah,
Kim Jong-il. This is from the personal collection.
Those are exceedingly rare. And I'm really glad I got to see one in person.
And we bring it over right over here, Mrs. Koralik, to our Sega Genesis wall. Wall of Doom. We like imports too.
Mega Drive.
The Sword of
Yep.
Vermilion.
Vermilion, and I can't read that.
That looks like to me King of Fighters, we'll say.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Rival Turf. Rival Turf, we'll call it. We'll call this one here Air Raid. Bare Knuckle.
Bare Knuckle. Bare Knuckle 3. Is it? Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 3.
Where we have
Sega
CDXs in stock.
I love those things.
You're talking to the myth, the legend, the high-flying limousine rolling Adam, Mr. Sega they call him.
Yeah, some people.
He gets the Sega punch.
Oh.
Right there.
Sega 32X, Genesis Model 1, Sega CD, Mega Drive. Is that a
That's a Mega Drive.
Mega Drive 2?
All the way from Japan. Osaka, Japan.
I was just not sure if it was a European one, but Europe?
Mega Drive 2.
Sega CD Model 2, Genesis Model 2. Great.
We move over to Super Nintendo, a wall of godness, where we have
Virtual Boy.
the Virtual Boy, the first 3D system. You're seeing it right there.
I still don't have one of those. One day.
The Koralik someone has to donate one to the Koralik Foundation of Chicago before he goes worldwide.
Yeah. Appreciate. Check it out, guys. All the Super Nintendos. You got all your options. You got North American Standard, you got the Junior, and you got the PAL Super Nintendo. Great options, guys.
The Sony PlayStation
just get
Wall
out
of Doom. Look at that. Where the average game, I think, on the PSN network is $5.
Oh yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah, when you can come here and buy Cold Hard Flesh.
And it'll play on your PS3.
Plays PS1 and PS3 games on the new Slim.
Yep.
PS2.
A lot of choices.
Original Microsoft Xbox.
I love that system.
GameCube. Our ever-expanding library of GameCube.
Ooh, talk about the Canadian.
Canadian exclusive Crystal Xbox. Not the Mountain Dew edition.
Yeah.
The Crystal Xbox.
It's really sad we didn't get that in the States, guys. That's a pretty nice looking system.
50 million in Canada. Quarter of a billion in all the States. Not one to be seen in Chicago yet, my brothers.
Maybe one day at there's a couple of stores.
We move here, PSP 32X, the Stupid Scope, Sega CD, Sega Saturn,
TurboGrafx 16,
TurboGrafx,
even your
Dreamcast,
Dreamcast, of course.
where we sell Phantasy Star.
Yeah. Even got your Atari Jaguar and Atari Jaguar CD.
This is where the lounge is, as you see.
Tell them about what they can do in the lounge.
We're watching Criminal Minds. Isn't that based out of Chicago? I think so. I think so. The Bears or the Bulls?
Big
This
Bulls
is the
fan.
gaming zone.
Yeah.
You're in the zone. You become the zone here. Right, Mrs. Koralik?
Am I right in saying that when they, pick up a system, they can try it out here?
Try before you buy.
Yeah, that's a great policy.
Trade it and play it.
Yeah.
And you see the Star Wars figures, all the new 360 PS3 editions.
Yeah, a lot of great collector's sets, guys. Look over here. You can see all the handhelds. Some imports.
Imports.
Yep.
Game Boy Advance, we stock. Loose Game Boy, Game Boy Color, PS2 network adapters, Sega Game Gear, handhelds.
Import Dreamcast and Saturn.
Look at that, wrestling.
Yeah.
Fire Pro Wrestling from Korea. Yeah, DS, small little section, N64.
You got your 3DS too.
Yeah. We sell comics. It takes a nation of Koraliks to hold them back. As you see, we're dealing in now comics. Vinyl as always.
Lots of vinyl, guys. If you're into vinyl, comics, and video games, this is pretty awesome.
What would you like to wrap it up with?
Let's see here. Well, we could talk about, he's got more Jaguar, he's got more Mega Drive, Famicom cartridges, multicolored N64s, surprisingly hard to find. And, yeah, more loose cartridges, N64, more Genesis, and of course you've got a lot of your rarer titles up on the wall so people can just see them immediately. And of course more comics. We should talk about that area too.
Where you come in,
Yeah, let's go to
the zone. The test center, the Turtles van hammered down today. There it is, yeah. Someone just traded this in.
That's a great pickup.
It's in holding now.
I had one of those when I was a kid.
Right to the test center where you test everything. And all new games that are held for 2 weeks, once they're released from the cage, they're all right here. Of Godness.
It's awesome.
Look at this. Where you have AES games.
AES games. Breaking the seal, man.
Look at that. The
Magician
Lord.
It's pretty cool to have AES games in stock. Ooh, the Wii Mini.
The Wii Mini. Another Canadian only exclusive.
Canadian exclusive.
There it is.
I picked up one of these too.
Right there.
The exclusive phone.
Bringing you nothing but the classics.
Let's show off some of this.
Where we have a Chrono Cross promo clock.
There you
Right
go.
from Squarespace. Look at that. PS1 exclusive. We have our Power Glove.
Check it out. Halo 2600. How many copies?
One copy I have.
I meant in like.
I think it's 500.
There you go. Very rare game.
PSP.
All sorts of great stuff.
Godness, we like to call this.
Yeah.
The Mecca.
Neo Geo X.
There it is. Generation X.
Nice Gen X clone system. Star Wars.
360
Yeah.
Connect.
You guys remember? I unboxed one of those.
An unboxing. Always a pleasure to have the Adam Koralik Foundation and his wife, Mrs. Koralik, down from the Toyratt, who's bringing SEGA Punch.
It's great to see you again, man. And
Always
thank you
a
again
pleasure.
for this. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Props out. Watch his videos.
Watch
Both
his
of them?
videos too.
What are
Go
they
subscribe.
called?
My
Figure It
channel.
Out. And
Yeah.
what's the other one?
Game Society Pimps, and you can also see our stuff on Machinima.
There you go.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks
There
for
you go.
watching.